have 7 different subjects. You can select any one of the interested subject where you want to continue, want to perform higher education in either or geology or mathematics or statistics or physics. Now we are concentrating towards chemistry. As I told you already, this entrance examination preparation you should involve throughout your 3 years. This I am telling those who are in the first year. If you are already in the second year, you can start preparation. If you are in the final year, there is no alternate. You have to study well in these 3 months. You have to prepare. Therefore, for the benefit of the students, to bring awareness about this entrance examination. Only thing is, you should have practice. You should have what I can say solved the problems as appearing in the JAM examination question papers. For that, one needed training. In that way, if I'm right, from last 5 years, we are giving coaching for the JAM entrance from mathematics departments. Successfully, they are conducting. And chemistry from last 2 years, we are giving coaching in association with one of the expert academy, because we the teachers, we can't involve much. Therefore, we with us of JAM examination, whether you are a final year student, that no matters, or second year students or first year student. But preferably, if this in this lecture, if any first year student is there, don't miss this chance. You will get sufficient time to prepare for the examination. Sure, you can crack. Generally, in our college, sir, paper tumba tough irutte, paper tumba tough irutte, really now qualify ಆಗ್ತೀವಾ, that kind of doubts ella keltare students. This is not the time to think of that kind of doubts. You have qualified, you have passed your second PUC, you joined for your BSc course, you are eligible to write the examination. Unless we work out, unless we practice, we can't qualify in any examinations. Therefore, because you joined for BSc, either already joined first year or studying second year or studying final year, you look at the syllabus, prepare the question papers, then passing and fail, that is secondary. Therefore, first, it's my request is any student who joined for BSc course, they should write joint admission test, JAM exam they should write. Then you get an idea. If you not succeed also, no problem. Therefore, my request is don't miss this chance and you take up the examination. And as far this year exam, JAM 22 is concerned, last date to apply for this examination is this month, October 11th. October 11th is the last date. And one more good news, earlier there is some minimum percentage, I mean, eligibility to take up the exam is some minimum percentage in the previous semester was also not there. Any students who passed their BSc course, they are eligible to write examinations. For prepare well for the examinations, and therefore look at the books. You involve for coaching classes that we are conducting jointly with Bilwa Academy in association with our science college. You join this, what I can say, this online coaching class. My number is, we are going to share to you. Dr. Sumitra's number is there, Dr. Rajiv Kolge's number is there, and Santosh Kumar anyhow is teaching, he is taking the classes to you. We are here to solve your problems. Okay, hope you don't miss this chance. Thank you very much. And I thank the organizers, that means the placement committee conveners, Dr. Sumitra, Dr. Rajiv Kolgi, and also the director from Bilwa Academy, Dr. Santosh Kumar, for giving this chance to speak few words to the students of BSc courses who is going to enroll for this JAM 22. Enrollment is those who are in final year students are eligible for enrollment. Those who are in second year and first year, this year your enrollment for exam will not be there, but preparation for this exam will be there. Okay, na? Thank you very much for all of you and good luck to the students. Rajiv.
Thank you, Ramakrishna Reddy sir. Sir, being in spite of his busy schedule, he graced the occasion, and thank you for your valuable suggestions, sir. Now I request Dr. Santosh Kumar from Bilva Academy to address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's audible?
Yes, audible, sir. Audible.
Okay.
Oh.
So good evening all. Today I am here to talk about how to prepare for IIT exam 2022 and what plans you have to make and what is the difference between the normal university and IITs, and as already Ramakrishna Reddy sir told, those who have missed the chance in PUC to enter into the IITs, they have a good opportunity to join the IITs now. I come to the matter. So many of your the orientation will be like a classroom teaching. So I am going to write it on the board. Please write down if you want the notes. Okay, and any clarifications are there, of course you can call to me personally. Okay, or you can mail to me. Okay, definitely I will reply. Okay, many of you have doubts that what you want to do after BSc. So after BSc we have many opportunities. Okay. So the first one is that you have to go for the competitive examination. Competitive exams like any government related post, okay, like IAS, IPS, or any forensics, the forensic science laboratory jobs, anything. So the second one, you have to go for the competitive examination preparation. Then you have to go for the jobs which are related to the degree. So any job which requires a minimum criteria of degree, for those jobs you can write. Today, whatever I am going to talk, that is related to your higher education. What? Higher education. So after BSc, higher education in the sense, obviously it is MSc only.
ರಾಜೀವ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್,
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಹಾ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್, ಡೀಪ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಹಾ, ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Now it's clear. It's clear.
Okay, sir. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay.
So higher education is audible. Okay, higher education. Higher education in the sense that is MSc. So where you are going to pursue this MSc, that is important. So MSc you can pursue in two ways. One, you can pursue your MSc in IITs, or you can pursue your MSc in central universities, or you can pursue your MSc at IISc, or you can pursue your MSc at NITs, National Institute of Technologies, or you can pursue your MSc at IISER, Indian Institute of Science Education Research, or you can pursue your MSc at TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Science Research. The other thing is that another normal universities. Yes. In universities, you can pursue MSc. Today, I am going to discuss how to enter into the premier institutes. Okay. So, in our India, as of now, around 23 IITs are there. Around more than 50 central universities are there. Then one IAS is there, and 28 National Institute of Technologies are there, and 4 IISERs are there, and 4 are under process. Then one TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research Institute, that is head office is there in Bangalore, Mumbai, and branch office is there in the Bangalore, GKVK campus. Okay. So how to enter into these? Okay. I will tell afterwards what the difference between what to pursue your higher education at these institute and the normal universities. Afterwards, I will explain in detail. So how to prepare for the examination? As Ramakrishna Reddy sir told, so the minimum criteria for this one is you should have BSc degree, and for this year onwards, I mean due to COVID pandemic, the minimum eligibility criteria. Minimum eligibility criteria for admission to IIT JAM. IIT JAM 2022. Okay. The minimum criteria is just pass. Due to COVID pandemic, IIT Roorkee, they have announced that the minimum eligibility criteria to write IIT JAM is just pass. Just pass. Okay, that is enough for the writing the examination. Okay, this is one thing. Then the mode of examination will be online. Mode of examination will be online, and that is the computer-based test, CBT. Computer-based test. The mode of examination will be computer-based test. So this is what exam. Then examination pattern I am going to discuss. So in the examination pattern, it contains 3 sections. Okay, I will write it here. It contains 3 sections. I will just write it in the tabular form. So here I will write a section. What section it is? I will write the section A. Okay. The number of questions are here. The number of questions. In section A, the number of questions will be 30. Okay. Then the type of question will be MCQ, multiple choice question. 4 questions, 4 answers will be there. Among 4 answers, 1 answer will be correct. That answer you have to enter in your the answer sheet. Okay. So this is what the type of question. Then the negative marking will be there for this one. Negative mark for section A. Negative marking, yes, it is there. Okay. Negative marking is there for this. Okay. So among these 30 questions, so they are divided into 2 types. Okay. So those 2 types are like this. Okay. The 10 questions are of 1 mark each. 1 mark each. Therefore, we are going to have the 10 marks here. Then another 20 questions are for the 2 marks each. 20 into 2, therefore totally 40. Therefore, section A, it contains the 30 questions and total marks allotted will be 50 marks. Okay. 50 marks will be allotted for the section A. Okay. So I will write that marks. Afterwards, if you want, you can write it that one. I will write here the marks. Marks for section A is, I will write here 10 plus 40, that is equal to 50. I will write. Then we have the section B. Section B, it's audible? It's audible? It's audible?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Audible.
section B is there. And section B, we have the 10 questions here. The number of questions in section B is 10 questions. And here, the type of the question will be multiple select question. MSQ. Multiple select question in a sense. For that question, they have given the 4 answers. Among 4 answers, more than 1 answer is also correct, or more than 2 answers is also correct, or all the 4 answers are correct. Means the more than one answer will be there. For example, assume that you have a question. For that question, option A is also correct, option D is also correct. So you have to enter both. Option A also you have to enter there, option D also you have to enter. Okay? If you are entering only option A, you won't be awarded with any marks. And here, there is no negative marking here. Negative marking is not. Okay? There is no negative marking for section. Okay? So now we'll explain this one. So this is 10 question. This one, it carries 1 mark. The 10 questions are there. It carries 1 mark each. 10 into 1, 10 marks. 10. Okay? So this carries 10 marks. Therefore, the total number of marks for this one is okay, 2. Okay? 2. Okay? For this one, just 2 marks will be there. Okay? It's 2 marks. Sorry. It's not for 1 mark, it is 2 marks. Okay? It will be for written. Okay? Therefore, section B, the total marks will be 20. Total marks will be 20. So now we have section C. Section C. This is section C. The number of questions will be 20. Number of questions are 20. Then the type of the question will be NAT, numerical answer type. NAT, numerical answer type will be there. Means for that question, we have to enter the final answer by using the virtual keyboard. Okay? So in this one, there is no negative marking for this one also. Negative marking is not there for section C. Section C. So in this one, again, we have the 2 types. Okay? The 10 questions are of 1 mark. Then the 20 questions, another 10 questions are of 2. Therefore, so this one is 10 and this one is 20. 10 plus 20, the 30 marks will be 30 marks. Okay? So I repeat once again, IIT Exam 2022 examination, the minimum criteria is just passing the examination, and it contains the 3 sections: section A, section B, section C. Section A, it contains 30 questions. In that 30 questions, it is a multiple choice question. That means among the 4 answers, we have to enter any one of the correct answers. Okay? So, and the negative marking is there for this one. So, how much the negative marking? So, for 1 marks, it will be 1/3, and for the 2 marks, it will be 2/3 of that one will be deducted for this one. For section A, total marks will be 50. Be careful while answering this. Okay? If you want more information regarding this one, my YouTube channel is there. In that one, you can refer the in-depth the knowledge of this how to answer this section A. Then section B carries 10 questions. So it is of the multiple select question. Means for this question, the more than 1 answer will be there. All you have to enter. And if you are not answering all, you won't be awarded with any marks at all. And there is no negative marking for this one. And total, this is 10 marks. 10 questions are there. It carries 2 marks each. 10 into 2, 20 marks. Then section C, it is of a numerical answer type. Just we need to answer that one. So 20 questions will be there. In this 20 question, 10 questions will be of 2 marks each. Then another 10 questions will be of 2 marks each. Therefore, the 20 we are going to get. 10 plus 20, 30 marks. Totally, we are going to have this one. 50 plus 20 plus 30. Therefore, the total marks will be 100. Total marks is 100. Then total number of questions will be 30 plus 10 plus 20. Therefore, the number of questions will be 30 plus 10 plus 20. Equal to how much? 60 questions. 60 questions. So this is what the pattern of the examination. Pattern of the examination. So now 100 marks will be there. So out of 100 marks, how much we have to score for the qualifying examination? It's very, if I tell that the cutoff marks, I think definitely you would laugh, because just I will explain the cutoff marks for this one. Okay. So I have been observing this IIT JAM examination since from 2011. So since 2011, the cutoff mark varies from, for different categories I am writing. Okay. The cutoff marks for general merit. For general merit, it varies from the 16 marks to 28 marks. For general merit category, it varies from 16 marks to 28 marks. In the last examination in IIT JAM 2021, the cutoff mark was around 19 points something. Okay. For OBC and OBC, that is non-creamy layer, NCU, non-creamy layer, the cutoff marks varies from 14 to 25. 14 to 25. That means out of 100 marks, you have to score either 16 marks. It's minimum I am taking. Okay. Since from 2011 I am taking the the data. For SC, ST and PWD. For SC, ST and PWD, physically challenged people, it varies from the minimum of 8 to the 16. That means I am taking the range from last 10 years. Taking the range from 8. That means out of 10 marks, we have to score minimum of 8 marks. That's all. So again, you have to undergo based on the this is the minimum cutoff marks for the IIT JAM from last 10 years of data I'm taking. Okay. So it's very easy to score this minimum marks. Forget about this minimum value. Forget about this minimum. Definitely will score it. Just I am considering this one higher mark. Yeah, this one. You can easily score this the higher mark, that is 28, 25, 60. Okay, it's very easy only, but the thing is that you have to study in a systematic manner. A systematic manner, you have to study. Okay? So this is regarding the cutoff marks. That means out of 100, you have to score this much. Just you can analyze in which category you will come. Then based upon that one, you can start preparing, and according to that one, you have to put your effort. Definitely, it is very easy to crack the IIT JAM examination. And my suggestion is, whatever the prejudice you are having in your mind, just leave that the prejudice. Okay? It's very easy only. Definitely, I will guide you in such a way that in a systematic manner, I will guide you so that you can easily clear this IIT JAM 2022 examination. So this is related to the cutoff marks out of 100. And the 3 sections are there. So that I had discussed previously. This is related to the cutoff marks. Then, what is the percentage of questions in each section? What's the meaning of the percentage of question in each section? The percentage of question in the sense. Percentage of the question in the sense. Percentage of question in the sense. Today, in organic chemistry, how many marks were going to get? 10% I'm going to. So for organic chemistry, OCA for organic chemistry. Then we have inorganic chemistry. Then we have the physical chemistry. So since all our chemistry students, I am not writing the completely. OC in the sense organic chemistry, IC in the sense inorganic chemistry, PC in the sense physical chemistry. This, okay, due to the shortage of time, I am not writing completely organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, like physical chemistry. Just as a student of chemistry, I hope you will understand it. Okay, organic chemistry percentage question will be around 30%. Inorganic chemistry percentage will be around 90%. Whereas the physical chemistry percentage will be around. Remember one thing, Since IITs are the technical institutes, majority they will concentrate more on physical chemistry. That's why the 40%, 40% of the questions are from the physical chemistry, another 60 questions. I think you are worried about some of your CPZ background. Don't worry about that one. Because in a section A, it is there for 50 marks, right? Section A, it is there for 50 marks. Okay. So since it is there for 50 marks, okay, and it is also there for MCQ, multiple choice question. You can clear the IIT examination in section A itself only, because just now only we have seen what is the cutoff mark for each category. Even if we take a general merit category, the last cutoff mark will be around 28. So you can score out of 50 more than 35 points. Okay, out of 50, you can score more than 35. And section B and section C, if you are answering minimum section C plus D, minimum, you can score on 20. Definitely can score more than 50 marks if you sit for only 3 months. Okay, November, December, January. Anyhow, the examination is there for I think February 30. If we sit for only 3 months, November, okay, December, January, definitely can score more than 55. Definitely will get the CTN, the prestigious institute like IIT Bombay, IIT Madras. Okay, definitely. So whatever the prejudice you are having, examination will be very tough and questions will be very tough. Yes, they are tough. But if you study in a systematic manner, and if you concentrate only on these two, organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry, but you have to study physical chemistry also. But easy topics if you study. If you are from the the life science background, but definitely you can easily score more than 55 marks. Okay. So how to score that one? I'll take you next. Okay, little later. So this is related to the percentage of marks in each subject: organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and the inorganic chemistry. Concentrate more on organic chemistry as well as inorganic chemistry. Okay. So in inorganic chemistry, you can easily score the marks. So this is what related to the cutoff marks as well as the percentage of mark. Okay. So as far as the syllabus is concerned, the syllabus is also very easy. You have to see the syllabus in such a way that the topics which are easy, that you have to concentrate on more. Okay. So this is related to the examination. And for more information, in which topic, how many questions were asked, and in physical chemistry, in each subject, in each topic, how many questions were asked. So that you can identify or you can get in the YouTube channel, Gillu Academy YouTube channel, how to prepare for the IIT exam examination. Okay. So that YouTube link is there, that I will share it afterwards. So just you can go through it. So this is regarding the examination pattern, then cutoff marks, and the percentage weightage for each stream: organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and physical chemistry. So they will give the more weightage to the physical chemistry because since it is the technical institute, they will give. Okay, apart from IIT exam, I will also explain the other two entrance examination. So I will take another 5 minutes to explain those examinations. So other one is the Central University exam.
Santosh Kumar sir. Santosh Kumar sir. Sir, we have 5 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Sorry, madam, that I will come. Okay.
Okay.
You have to take whatever the syllabus is there for Central University exam, the same syllabus will be there, that you can take. As well as the TIFR. For the TIFR also, the same syllabus will be there. So please do take this examination also because no need of extra preparation for this one. Central University exam as well as TIFR also. No need to go for extra preparation. Okay. So syllabus, everything, question paper pattern, everything is same. So I suggest you to take this examination also apart from IIT exam. Okay. So now, so next, what's the difference between? I can ask you a question. Yes, I can. If I'm getting the MSc degree in any university, that is also MSc degree. If I'm getting the MSc degree in IIT, that is also MSc. Then what makes it difference? Okay. So first thing is that if you are pursuing the MSc IIT, yeah, MSc, the first thing is that it's a brand name that matters. First thing is that it's a brand name. So based upon that brand name only, we are going to get your the jobs. Okay, this is the first thing. Then the faculties in IITs, they are having the good contacts in abroad also, and they are having the good tie-up with the other the abroad universities as well as other premier national institutes. Therefore, after completion of your MSc, immediately you can join PhD either abroad or either in the premier institute like IASC or KIFR or any other IITs. Is the one thing. Then other the aspect that is related to IIT JAM or doing the MSc at IITs is the job opportunities, that is placement. So the premier, the companies like Asian Paints, then ONGC, then other one that is the Shell company, they will come for the campus interview there, and there the minimum package will be the 10 lakh per annum. So IIT itself only they fix the the minimum the package for those company. If you want to fix minimum of 10 lakh per annum, then only you can come and interview our students. Like that they will get. So that whatever the companies they will come there, the minimum package will be 10 lakhs per annum. So this is related to companies. Then other institutes, I mean the academic institute like Akash, then Byju's, Pidzi or Alliance, they prefer the candidates from IITs because so they are conducting the classes for the IIT Advanced, IIT G as well as NEET. So generally they prefer the qualified students and highly qualified students as well as the students from the premier institutes like IITs. Therefore, the other advantage is that directly can get into the IIT Alliance, Akash, Pidzi or Byju's. This is the other advantage. Okay. So next one, I think the many students they are having the doubts that are related to the fees structure. Remember, the fees structures in IITs it varies from the 30,000 to the 60,000. Fees structure. So many are having the doubts that sir in IITs I think I cannot afford the fees. No? So one of my students was at IIT Madras. Just I asked him yesterday. So he is telling that sir fees will be around nominal around 30,000 to 60,000. If you are doing the MSc at outside also, I think fees will be nominal. But he told that one thing: if your CGPA is good, if you are scoring a good marks, definitely monthly basis they will give the fellowship. Per month, I think 8,000 is there. So per month 8,000 fellowship they will give if you are having a good CGPA. So this is about that. Then other aspect is related to the mess facility. So in the mess facility, I think around 10 to 15 messes will be there. So both vegetarian and non-vegetarian messes. So you can choose according to your choice. So that is also food is also very hygienic and very tasty. Okay. So this is related to food. Then other thing is that the internship during your fourth semester or during your just request the professor that sir, just I wanted to do the internship here. Yes, directly will know. So this other the advantage of doing MSc at IITs. Then other advantage is that so after completion of your internship, if you have a good paper, definitely your guide will refer to the PhD abroad, like a Max Planck Institute. Okay, Max Planck Institute, it is there in Germany. Okay, so there definitely they will refer you for those institute or like a other institute like at Israel, the Weizmann University. Okay, so many students, many of my students, they are doing their PhD in those universities. So definitely can. So and also to prepare for the competitive examination like GATE, CSR, JRM. Okay, so no need of extra preparation for that. So during your first day of your MSc itself, they will start preparing you for competitive examination like GATE, CSR, NET, or JRF, because The professors of IIT, they always, they encourages the students to think logically. Okay, and they almost avoid the questions which are related to descriptive type, and they avoid the questions which are related to derivation type. They will never ask that one. They give the questions which are related to the numerical type as well as logical thinking type. Hence, from the first day of your MSc itself, you start preparing for your career. You start preparing for your, the competitive examinations, like that. So this is the main advantage of doing the MSc at IITs and other central universities. Okay, if you have any doubts, so please call to me. Okay, so you can visit our website bilwaacademy.blogspot.com. Okay, so there you will find our students, so where they are, many achievers you will see there. Okay, and if you find any, and other thing is that I'm going to conduct the classes for this one from November 1st onwards. From November 1st onwards, I'm going to conduct the online classes for IIT Vijay. If you are interested, you can join. The fees for this one is only 3,000. Only 3,000. November, December, January. The 3 months I conduct. Fees is only 3,000. Okay. So if you want for that one, if you want any for more information, just you can call to me personally. And I would like to thank Sumitra Madam, Ramakrishna Reddy sir, and Rajiv sir, and other the faculties at the Rupaganga University for giving this opportunity to share my views regarding IIT John, the 2022 examination. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask at any time. Thank you. Thank you, Panada.
Rajiv?
Madam? Yes, madam.
Yeah, just thank in only we have only 20-30 seconds. Just.
Okay, madam. Thank you, sir. On behalf of our university, I extend a vote of thanks to our Vice Chancellor, Principal, and Registrar. I thank Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy sir for his valuable information regarding JAM examination. I would like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Santosh Kumar sir